Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Is that issue
Yes,
the issue that you are facing with client admin? Is it still there?
yes. I'm logging, but not.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I tried, but I am also facing the same issue. I'm not able to log in. So what you can do is I can send you a link of the Google Chrome extension that we have for all our products. So you can install that extension, and through that you can try to connect to the workflow AI.
Okay,
Yeah, because with the extension I was able to connect, so I can share the link with you, and you can also install it, and then you can connect from there. You have to do the same thing. First, you have to log in. After login, you have to come back to the extension, select from the product section. You have to select the workflow AI. Okay.
okay,
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll send the link to you in a while.
okay, ma'am.
All right. Any other doubts you have? You were able to successfully create the template?
Yes,
Okay. So you're not able to view it now after creating.
yes.
Okay. Fine then. Fine. I'll share the link. Then you will be able to see.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. All right. Any other doubts, Prajakta?
No, no, ma'am.
All right, it's fine then. You can leave. Continue with your work. I'll share the link with you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Prajakta. Have a nice day.
Same to you.
Shakil, what about others? Are they not going to join?
I don't know, ma'am. They didn't text me anything. Okay, I'm
Okay.
testing.
Okay, we can wait for some time.
Yeah.
If they don't join, we will message. Okay?
Okay.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day, Cozy.
Yes, sorry, I lost track of time.
It's fine. Yeah, any updates?
No major updates. I wasn't available this morning for the meeting, but the editor skills has been deployed. I did some tests. They were working okay, but sometimes I don't know. Ambrose said it was working okay when he did the test, so I was assuming maybe it's from my side actually. So I've not tried another test again. No, which seems updated. So we're just waiting on new changes for scale versions 2, for version 2 of the editor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm currently working on refactoring the codes also.
Okay. All right. So you said you were facing some issue with the current version. What is that?
Yes, the skills when I dragged it and some items I selected on the templates and connected to a certain skill. When I added another skill, it wasn't disabled. Well, Ambrose said it was disabled from his side, so I don't know if maybe I was just one having the issues.
So you are connecting using the client admin, right?
I have a link I was using. I had a link I was using.
Okay, for Workflow AI, you have a link.
Yes.
Okay. When was the last time you logged out from Workflow AI?
Hello.
Yeah, when was the last time you had logged out? So, because when you don't have a fresh login, in that case, usually this happens that if there are new updates, it does not show up.
Okay. I've not logged out in a while. I'll try to log out.
Yeah, that is the issue. That is why you're facing this problem. So whenever you're using a product, make sure that you always have a fresh login. Because in the meantime, since you had last logged in, after that, if there are any updates that people are pushing, there is a chance that it might not show on your system.
Okay. I will log out and try it again.
Yeah, sure.
Have you tried doing the test?
Yes, I did, and it is working for me as well. That's why I asked you.
Okay. So aside from that, no major updates. I wasn't available at the meeting. Ambrose, Eric said we were supposed to have a meeting over the other skills, over the new version of skills, but the designs are still underway, so no other updates from them.
Yeah. So we have to, as I had mentioned earlier as well, we will start with the new version. So then in this new version, what we're planning is the user will have more control over the look of the scale. Like right now, the color and all these things that we're using, it would be modified, and the creation of the scale, we are thinking it would happen on the editor level. So all the information that we have for the scale format, like whether it should be a number, whether it should be emojis, or it should be other images in place of the numbers. So the buttons that we have in the scale, that information will come to us from the editor. So in the editor, we will have a feature where the user can select what format do they want the scale to be created in. So if it is a number, then we have a fixed range for each scale, so those numbers would be shown directly. If it's emojis, then what happens right now is in the emojis options that we have for the scales, all the emojis are fixed. So you have to just select the emojis option. 0 to 10, there are different, like 11 different emojis that show up automatically. So user does not have the control over changing these things, correct? So so in future, what we're thinking for the next version is there should be a facility where the user can give us any images of their choice that they want to set up for a particular answer option. So suppose if it is a yes/no scale. So for yes, what we have is a happy emoji, and for no, what we have is a sad emoji. But instead of that, if the user wants a green tick and a red cross for yes and no options. So in that case, the user will have this facility where they can upload that image or the emoji to the editor, and from editor, it will be sent to the Scale API. So all the information like the other settings, the colors and other things that the user is setting, along with that, these emojis and the image option will also be provided where the user can give us the image. And what will happen is the scales would be created on the editor level only. The UI is right now what happens is we are having a URL, and using the iframe, we are embedding it in the editor. So that won't happen. Instead of the URL, the scales would return the information about the scale settings, the scale custom configuration, and the database details like the template ID, document ID, all these things the API would return, and not the URLs. So based on the information that is coming from the Scale API, then the editor front-end person, they would write a code for creating the scale in the editor itself. So that on the UI, more control is on the editor side and not on the scale side.
Okay,
so we
ma'am.
so we have on that.
That means you have to have like a dedicated a front-end developer to us, and he has to understand the whole logic.
Yes. We already have someone on board. So
Vision.
yeah, no, Vision won't be continuing with Scales. We have a new person, a whole new team for Scales now in the editor. So the person who is responsible, who would be responsible, would be Nora. So she is a React developer. So what we will have is you, Nora, and Ambrose, and there would be other people as well in the team. We're expanding the team. So y'all are going to work on the scales itself, and Vision is just there for guiding you all in case if you're going wrong anywhere. Vision would be there to guide you, but he is not going to code for the scales like he's doing right now. So he has some other responsibility that we have given him, and Nora is going to take scales over.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That
that continue.
I said that's clear. That's clear. So as long as she's dedicated to the team, everything should go on as planned. It's just simple from our end. We have the APIs built and she just has to integrate them and understand. If she understands the logic, it shouldn't take much time.
Yeah. So on our end, we have to make just very small changes in the API. So we will introduce a new parameter in the payload, which would be called as the user and which would have two settings, yes or no. So if the user variable is set to yes, then that means the look of the scale is controlled by the end user. So in that case, the end user will use the settings form and they will provide the necessary settings for the scales, and the scale would be created and displayed in the editor. But if the user variable is set to no, then in that case, there is no end user, and we have to create the scales based on the fixed settings that are provided by the front-end programmer. Like what we have right now in the first step when we are dragging the scale. So in that case, a default scale is created. So at that point, the end user is not providing me any setting. Whatever setting, yeah, the settings are already fixed by the front-end programmer. So
Okay.
yeah, so that would
like a default skill, like
yes,
default skills.
yes.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, so we have to just make that change because right now when we are calling the API, we are not deciding whether there is a user or not. We are just sending the settings. So it is mostly on the front-end programmer side if they are using the API and they are sending any settings. So it is mostly the front-end programmer who is deciding the settings. And for the user, there is a front-end form through which they are accessing the scales. So we have to make this discrimination between an end user and a front-end programmer. So that would happen only when we have this parameter called user. So if it is yes, then that means that there is an end user who is creating the scale. And if it is no, then that means that it is a front-end programmer who is creating the scales. So that small change we will have to implement in our API. So once that is done, we'll return the responses without the scale URLs, and then those responses will be used again by the editor front-end people to create the UI on the editor level.
Okay. Thank you. It's understood. The whole concept is understood. So, hopefully, we should resume this from Monday, right?
Yes, we're hoping that because Nora, she has joined just today. So before starting with the new version, we have to give her time to understand whatever we have implemented so far. And also, we will be giving her some small tasks to see if she is able to implement things. Like we will have a certain refresh button or anything in this current version itself. So to reload the scale iframe and all that small tasks we are planning to assign her. So if she is able to complete that, she would be able to understand whatever we have implemented so far. And once she is completely confident with it, then we'll start with the new version. We don't want to just give her the burden of starting a new version the moment she joins, because in that way she won't be able to understand things clearly. So we want to give her that time. So over the weekend, she will go through, understand, and then Monday she'll give us a report, and accordingly, then we'll share the designs with you. The designs are also underway.
Okay, ma'am. So we should be joining our skills meeting, or we have to meet the editor.
Yeah, you have to do both. Like you are joining right now. Also, you join both the meetings. So this thing will continue. I will also be there in the meeting. So till the
Okay.
time Nora does not have a clear understanding of everything, I'll have to be there to guide her. So me and Vishen, we will be there and we'll guide you people. So once we're confident that you would be able to do things on your own, after that, y'all can continue and in that meeting, and I will be joining this meeting. So you have to tell me the progress and other things.
Okay, ma'am. That's good.
Yeah. So
That's okay, ma'am.
yeah. So you can convey this to Ambrose as well. This is going to be the plan for the coming weeks. We will have to follow this.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, and on the skill side, the skill up side, the refactoring and continuation of other skills. So, is there any other plans concerning that?
For the product, the client app.
Yeah, no, the main skills product on our side, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Refactoring, whatever you all are doing, like Ambrose gave me an update yesterday about whatever he has implemented. You both have implemented in refactoring. We will test that first, how things are working with that, because later when we implement this new version, so in that case, we will have a lot of changes in the API. So that, because we will be doing away with the URL generation and all of these things. So I feel automatically we will cut down on a lot of times because the URL generation and other things we are skipping now. So on the
Okay.
API level, the refactoring we can see once we start with the next version. For this version, whatever you have done so far, Monday we can test it. So you can take time over the weekend, and so over the weekend you can make all the final changes, and Monday we'll test them. How much time we're saving now?
Okay. Okay. That's all right. I will note them down and I'll make my little research.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. This version, the refactoring is needed because before we release the next version, people would be still using this version only. So we have to make it work faster. So we will do both things. As I had told you earlier as well, we would have new people in the team. So they would work on the refactoring for the current version, and you people, like you, Ambrose, and Nora, and other people, you will continue with the next version. So both things will go simultaneously. We're not putting a hold on any of the ongoing things right now.
Okay, ma'am.
And one more thing, whatever updates we have made so far, we have to also release that as a new version. So today what you can do is you and Ambrose can push all the updates to GitHub and create a pull request so that I can merge it to main and release the new version.
Okay, ma'am. I will get to Ambrose for that.
Do that first, make that as a priority. So before evening, you should have created the pull request so that we can release. And then after that, you can continue with your testing and refactoring.
Okay, ma'am. I'll get across to you anything.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you can take Umar as well along with you in this refactoring task because he has completed the evaluation module. So we can get him also in doing the refactoring. And then later when we start with the next version, we'll assign him some new tasks.
Okay, ma'am. That's all right.
All right.
He's not available today. It's okay. I'll message you.
Yeah, no problem. Get in touch with both of them. I don't think they're going to join today because it's already late. So,
Okay.
yeah. So shall we wind up for today then, Cozy?
Yes, that's all right.
All right, okay. Yeah, so you can convey the plan to both of them. And from Monday onwards, we'll start.
Okay. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Shakil. Thank you.